So as you guys know, I've kind of had some money set aside to buy a car just to kind of fix and flip, make a little extra money, because I still have technically one more car I can sell by Idaho law before the year's up. And a lot of people have asked me if I've considered buying a car from Copart and fixing it in sort of BS for Build fashion, and I love that channel. I love to do something like that, but I don't really have the skills nor the funding to just dive into it and learn how to do it and have money to afford fixing all the mistakes I would make. But if we could do something on a smaller scale in a similar vein, it would be pretty fun to do that. And I actually managed to find a car that is exactly that scenario. So wait here while I go get this Acura Integra. Bought an Integra. Now you can probably hear that loud clicking sound when I open the door. I'll show you what that's about here in a second, but first, let me tell you about it. So this is a 1995 Acura Integra Ls. Not a GSR, so it's not a DC2. Obviously not a Type R either, but door locks work. That's good to know. Also helps if you turn it the right way to unlock it, I guess. Gray leather interior, not in great shape, as you can see. Frost white. First little issue there. You can see that big dent there. Well, actually, if you were keen-eyed, you would have noticed this as well. That hood doesn't look like it's the same color now that I look at it. Good old hunk of missing paint over there, and this whole back bumper's not the prettiest thing ever, but could be a lot worse. The biggest, oh yeah, this is pretty good too. I honestly think though, if we take that wheel off and take the fender liner out, we could probably do a decent job at pushing that out. This, however, is the biggest issue. You can see that that fender is pretty well crunched. I don't really know what happened, but if you look at this body line coming down the hood, the bumper still fits on correctly. The fender just a little wonky from whatever hit it, but it's not too badly misaligned. You can tell it was pushed back a little bit, but obviously, like I said, I don't really have the funding to take everything down apart and fix these dents all up and repaint the whole car and everything and make it look perfect. But my plan here is to, well, I forgot to mention that he gave me a new fender with it back there in the box, brand new. So I'm just going to take that out, get some paint, the Honda Frost White, of course, paint it up, put the new fender on this side for some reason. Is it that way on your Honda, or is it on the right side?
It's on the right.
I'm pretty sure most of them are. There you go. Like I said, LS, so B18, B1 or whatever, non-VTEC. Still a B series. Got that Intex pool filter intake on there. Not the worst engine the Honda ever made. No B20. Not D series. If you look over here, there's a little bit of rust right there, but everything looks really straight and pretty much identical to the other side. So I think it's mostly just going to be a matter of getting the crunched fender off and putting the new one on without much, if any, metal massaging being necessary. Otherwise, in good shape. Now, what I love about this is it starts and runs perfect every time. There's very little blow-by for the fact that it has 195,000 miles on it. The previous owner just did the distributor spark plug wires, spark plugs. He put a new fuel filter in it. He did a new battery not too long ago. I think he said this filter is new, but I don't know if that's stock. It looks like it. I guess it kind of goes in the airbox right there. It seriously looks like a Intex pool filter though. Like I mentioned before, the interior is not bad. So carpets look pretty good. Dash doesn't have any cracks in it as far as I can see. There's one right up there by the defroster, but for the most part everything's in good shape. Stereo works. That was the first thing I checked on this after these BMW experiences, is that every single electronic thing works. Sunroof works, windows work, cruise control works, radio works, heater works. AC might work. The pump kicks on, but it's been like 30 degrees, so I couldn't really tell. It's wired for subs like every other Honda ever. But yeah, the paint's not the worst thing. Definitely could be worse. Is a lot worse on many Hondas. Looks like maybe someone resprayed it at some point there. Everything works. I'll show you the inside of the trunk. You want to pop that for me, Jake? Everybody say thanks to Jacob. But, yeah, carpet, again, could be worse. Just could use a good vacuum. Get some Armor All and stuff on these plastics back here. I was considering just going to compressor and ordering a quart of the frost white and repainting both the bumpers at the very least, and trying to fix that crack up there in the front one. But honestly, these hold a pretty high mint around here, and something as simple as putting that new fender on there, cleaning it all up, and fixing the engine mounts could easily double the value of what I paid for it around here. So yeah, that's basically the plan. Fix the fender, put some new engine mounts in there, maybe try and find 4 matching wheels, because that's kind of a atrocity, and the tires on these ones aren't great. 17s on an Integra is just not acceptable. See if I can kind of rock the boat a little bit here. It's the typical rear mount has gone. There you go. Those look pretty okay up here, and really the only rattling we've got is the front to back. You can feel in the shifter, which otherwise, I mean, the Fiesta's brand new, but this car has easily the best feeling shifter I've ever felt. Like, it is insanely tight for the fact that this car has 195,000 miles on it. So I'll probably put some seat covers in there just for a little curb appeal. I'm not gonna hide that the seats are bad. I'll put it in the ad, but you know, spending another 20 bucks just so that the interior looks super good is definitely more attractive to people than not putting that effort in. Clean all the glass. I don't know what's going on. Some of it looks like someone tried to wash it with Crisco. Like, that's what my little brother said. I'll give him credit for that for sure. But I don't know, this one and the hatch glass you can't see out of very well. The sunroof kind of looks like it's got the same thing going on. It looks like old bad tint almost. And if that's what it is, we'll just take it off. But yeah, so here's the Integra. Just a quick little project, but I couldn't say no to the price I paid for it. Equivalent $1,000. I'll take you guys for a drive. Probably do like a little bonus weekend upload thing and take it for a scoot around the neighborhood and everything and talk about it. Alright, there you go. It's an Integra. I don't know what else I can tell you really. I love these cars, this body style Integra. I've wanted one for a really long time, so if it weren't for the idea to make money, I would definitely hang on to it, because I've wanted one for a long time. I want to build a boosted one, which maybe we'll do someday, but this one has to be a financial recovery project, unfortunately. Let me know if you guys know anything else we can do that's kind of quick, cheap, and fixed to maybe make the appeal a little higher up there. I know some cheap coilovers and wheels would actually make a big difference. That's my favorite thing. I want to do a video like that. Can mods increase the value of a car? Because I bought my Miata for $1,000, and I had it listed for trade for a while. The price on it was $1,500, and I had people offering me $900. Then I put some Stance GR Plus coilovers and some 15x8s on it, put it up for $2,750, and I got $2,200 for it. So mods, if you play your cars correctly, definitely can increase the value of a car. We'll do that another time. We'll buy a Civic, maybe another Integra, make it all hot boy and sell it for a profit. But this one, I just want to get the engine mount fixed, get the fender on there so it looks decent enough. You know, I just don't want a trash panel on there. And that's pretty much it. It runs really, really good. We'll change the oil, clean it all up, vacuum everything, get it looking good, and move it on to the next owner. So if you have any suggestions on what to do to it other than the things I already have planned, let me know. I have to order the engine mount, but I have the paint on the way. We're just going to do some duplicolor, exact match, We'll talk about whether or not Duplicolor actually duplicates colors properly. And yeah, it'll be a fun little project. Good couple videos to get this thing ready to sell. And we'll see how much of a profit we can make. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, add me on Snapchat at BigB1011. And we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.